Hey, welcome to Friday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
It's Tuesday.
Hello, everyone.
Tuesday on a Friday.
I know it's the second time we've missed our actual Tuesday dates, and we've been playing on Fridays and not getting our double dose. Just slightly off, but we'll get there soon enough. Anyways, whose fan is that? Is that your fan, Techno?
Oh, yeah. Whenever I unmute my mic, it takes a moment to, I don't know, reset its filter or whatever,
Oh,
and
good.
it picks my fan up for some reason.
Vel, no journal, correct?
Correct.
Righty. So, picking up where we left off last time, you guys had begun your, unfortunately, manual ascent up the mountain, not being able to get the horses to fly, getting to the lowered home that Misfit has, spending the night keeping watch, throwing off an attack, and foiling it beforehand because Bram just liked to torment the poor people out there. Avoiding that, unfortunately, seems in the night they were cut down by a third party, anyways. And counting your blessings and decided to keep a closer watch. As you guys went up to the upper level where their basically their mountain home is, you kind of took note of the forest. Some of you went to go explore, some of you went to the house. Those of you who explored kind of noticed there was something wrong with the forest. It seemed a little bit diseased, noting from smoke rising in the distance that it looks like the hag was at the house. You guys came back, had an unfortunate cooking accident when the house lit on fire. So unfortunate. You guys, trying to think if was there anything else fun we did other than before the hag? That was mostly it. Went off to go visit, found rest that night, went to go visit the hag the next day, finding also that she was sick as well. Finding this more in common, you also discovered, unfortunately, one of Misfit's animal friends, Rascal, was also stricken with kind of the same thing. As you guys made your way back, you were greeted by another hag you were very familiar with, the one from the carnival you had just, who had helped you escape. Requesting a favor, to be determined by party, to take advantage of this time period and to kill Madame Marie, the hag who had fallen ill of this pestilence. With that, she left. We returned back to the cabin and we're preparing our final plan. Go save this young child. So, with that, because I can't pick on Misfit, what do you guys want to do? You did find a map. Well,
And if I recall correctly, I believe we were structuring a plan. Amelia and Serena were going to be on the escapist role. We would try and break Bluebird out while everyone else was on distraction duty.
totally up to you.
Well, can we, get a better look inside the place before we go in?
Once we get close enough, I can have a look around. Should be fairly safe to do so.
Anyone else have any ideas?
He shakes her head no.
Okay then.
I'm to walk up and distract them. Do be careful, because I think the difficult part will be an escape.
Ray raises her hand.
Yes.
I thought the difficult part was the scary monster.
That too.
Raises her hand again.
Yes.
So what do we do about the scary monster?
I am going to try and keep its attention away from Amelia and Bluebird.
And what about you?
I'm going to be sitting a bit farther back, don't worry. It's not going to be focused on me. But if it comes to it, I can be quite tricky. The biggest hurdle is
Hey.
going to be its sense of smell.
This is gonna go poorly.
Always the pessimist. Said it looked similar to a manticore, right? Well, manticores
You are
particularly
very
wide.
quiet.
Oh. You said it looked similar to a manticore, right?
I mean, similar, not the same.
It might have some similar characteristics. Are manticores particularly wise?
Hmm.
It's over to Marius.
He's AFK.
It's over to Miss. Well, okay. Very insightful group tonight. If
So,
push comes to shove, I have a myriad. Well, your job is going to be to sneak over and teleport you and her away. I'm going to use my illusions to try and keep its attention away from you. And if it does notice, I'm going to try and dazzle it. Keep it stunned in
and the
place, buying
twins.
us enough time to escape.
And the twins.
That's kind of on the other team. My plan was mainly just to escape Bluebird. They want to do the distraction thing. So I assume they have something in mind, but it may be best once we get Bluebird to safety to circle around and get ready to back them up. In case they pick a fight, it does mean that we will have to do something about the Manticore, or whatever this thing is. Unless we can find a way to run it off.
Are making two separate plans separate from each other.
I think Misfit wants to have a talk with them, but he does seem a little frazzled at the moment, so it may be best to simply have their group reposition more with us and be ready to move in case something goes wrong.
Okay.
Raises the hand again.
Yes.
What am I doing?
You are staying a safe distance away. You
Raises
will
the
be
hand
where.
again.
Yes.
Define safe distance. Please.
We'll mark out a
Ah.
location where Amelia is going to teleport to. You will be around there.
Oh, so I'm like protecting the getaway spot.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it. Raised hand. One final
Yes.
time. What do I do if someone comes?
Um, oh,
Well, you're very good at hiding.
It's true.
yeah. Hide and inform us.
Oh, why didn't you just say so? So, hide. Got it. I'm so good at this. What are we waiting for?
If everyone is go with the plan, anyone have anything to add?
Oh yeah. This is me talking as Misfit, by the way. Oh yeah, I think that's a great plan. But before we go through with the plan, can you raise your hand one more time, please?
She raises her hand again.
Misfit high fives her.
It's like, oh,
All right, now we're ready.
all right.
Did it sound like you caught a bit of cold or something?
So, who's got the map, Vel? I assume probably.
Yeah.
All right. So, you basically, from what you can tell, you have to go down through this canyon and then in through this cave system, and then somewhere within this cave system is basically this dragon's rest.
Once we get closer, I'm going to link this up
Can't
and
hear you.
extend it. Sorry, I was thinking forward. Once we get closer, I'm going to link us all up. I'll include Ari in this one and extend the duration. So we'll have 2 hours of connection.
Anything else, or off you go?
Um,
Don't forget you do have your wacky ass potions too.
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Yeah, there will be one other thing. Oh, Mine, while I'm thinking about it, Serena's going to reach in her backpack and pull out the black orb she got from the Hag's Wood, from the shadowy figure. In case of emergency, things go horribly, horribly wrong. This will allow the thrower to teleport to wherever it's thrown to. If something goes terribly wrong, Bluebird may be able to use this to pick up a lot of distance if needed. Can't get another one, so do be wary about using it. And I don't know if it's going to work, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
But-
find out.
Well, let's hope we don't have to.
This would be one of those perfect moments where you like go to give it over and you accidentally drop it and you just teleport down to the ground right beneath you. Gosh darn it. All right. So you trade that off and off you go. Easy enough. It's probably only going to take you maybe 3 hours total, maybe 4 if you do really horribly. It's a good question. Who can I pick on for this one? Slumber. Why don't you roll one for Amy? Roll a D100 to see what kind of wonderful day we have today.
26.
Not bad. Fairly nice day.
How long do these potions last?
I should say in the potion.
30 minutes. I'm going to assume it's a bad idea to drink 2 potions at once.
I will never say anything. You're free to drink as many potions as you wish. So, as we head up through the first part, not too bad until you kind of get to where this canyon goes downward.
I am.
Probably like 200 feet down from your current location.
And how far should the or should Dragon's store where we saw Bluebird be from us?
You know what? Since you're so curious and you asked, how about I show you? Hold, please. Sure, I have it rotated the proper way for my wonderful streaming buddy. Just the old button sometimes.
Back. Sorry about that.
I'm just dropping a map anyways. You have a good time.
Did I drop?
I
No?
literally
Okay,
just
sure about it.
dropped it.
I know I come back in and it's quiet and nobody said anything. I'm like, oh shit.
So for the sake of just having fun, I'm gonna put you guys up on the top. Ram, Marius, Miss. Oh, and get a small child token going as well. But essentially, you look down and you see into this canyon. The map shows you need to go kind of down into the east and follow this canyon to its end.
Kind of leaning over and having a look. How far does that look?
Down about 200 feet.
How about to the left?
Which way specifically?
Like you said, we have to go down and to the left to get out of the canyon, right?
Oh, no. So from the map, you would go down and to the right. So the left path on the right. So you go down
Okay.
and then follow the canyon to the left path.
Like as good as possible.
But since you're sticking your head over that side, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
19.
See these strange creatures kind of along the walls of these canyons heading in that direction? Maybe like 5 of them. They're not
Okay.
like clustered together.
Do they look familiar at all?
I don't believe you would have ever seen anything specifically like this in this universe. I'm just grabbing you a picture. Nope. Wrong button. There we go. You check. Some of these images are really strange. Anyways, it's only the base. Yeah, they just seem to be parked around different spots. What do you guys do?
What do you see?
Let me help. There you go. Or again, we'll look over at you. Oh, what? Anybody there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yep.
Hello.
Just very quiet.
I am finally home.
What are you guys doing?
We're waiting for Serena to share what she sees.
You there, Techno? Uh-oh.
What does
And
That would
Just-
explain
Yeah, that
things.
there you
That
go.
would explain a lot of things, yes.
I said twice now, like before you even shared the image with me. Yeah, Serena holds her hand back and conjures up an image of what these things look like. Then asks, "Does anyone know what these things are?"
Nope,
I said
we
that's-
couldn't hear anything you were saying. I thought like at one point my audio cut out. I was like, huh, weird. He said
I was-
something, but no one said anything back. I was like, okay.
I actually had to when I first connected just now, my computer updated. So it wasn't recognizing my headset. So I spent like 2 minutes fucking around with my headset trying to get it to work.
Yeah, Discord just decided to do the thing where it's like, yeah, we're just not going to register a mic input. And I just had to disconnect, reconnect. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, she
Rewind.
she holds her hand back, conjures up an image of this brown winged thing with metal knuckles, chains, and a metal plate on its head, jagged teeth with two tusks, and asks, "Does anyone know what this thing is? I'm seeing 5 of them clinging to the walls. Good feeling we may have to If they notice us, we're almost certainly going to have to deal with them.
Has Vel ever seen one of these?
Hmm? Oh, that's fine.
Are they
Okay,
made
yeah.
of stone? Look a little fleshy.
They do look a little flashy. Not the most flashy thing I've seen, though. Almost like a gargoyle wannabe.
Hmm.
Do they have? Do they actually have like bags on their waist?
You don't have a perfect view on all of them. So
I can't get over the gold chain and brass knuckles.
my Black Skull Enforcers. Minor debt collection department. All right. But yeah, they have the lower ground kind of staked out, it would seem.
Do you think we can make it to the cave while staying up here, or do we need to go down?
I mean, we could certainly try and climb along to the edge and shimmy. That's probably going to be a bit of a tricky feat, and it could alert them.
I
Then
mean, we could stay
again,
up here, walk, and then climb down. Unless we need to be south.
need to go that way.
And are we on the top or bottom of the map, really?
You are where you are, but it's 200
Okay.
feet down.
So we could walk up here and then climb down if it becomes clearer. That being said, if we do, if things do go south, we'll also have to deal with these things on the way out.
And we just came out of a cave, right?
No.
No? Okay. Are we able to walk? Is this a big wall, or are we able to walk across this?
You can walk up as far as the other side. The rest of it is kind of a more like sheer face that goes up, kind of like the one that goes down here. So the part you can see, you can walk on.
Okay. Then we could always try some sneaky shenanigans. Walking around onto the side and then maybe seeing about climbing down more over here using some silence to mask our noise.
And fine and dandy for a short while.
We only have to go down maybe 200 feet.
That's still 180 feet short.
Oh, does silence not follow?
Nope, silence does not move.
I, for some reason, thought it was like
You can
darkness.
move it on an object, I thought.
I mean, if you allow it, yeah, I'll be grateful. It does not say.
Double check it or link it. We can make a judgment call if it does.
Oh, that's sending.
Sphere
Whoops.
center. Point to choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder. As a spell. Oh yeah, no, it's you just pick a location. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was like darkness or daylight, where you could put it on an object as well, carry it around. Well, okay, so silence will not work.
I know how my
Breaking up.
spells work.
There you go.
Silence is one of those. It's a really good spell that I don't use enough.
So, what's the plan? Do we take care of these things, get aware that we're here, or possibly deal with them on the way out?
Let's try and sneak past them. I could potentially try and get more information from one of them, but may alert it that way. I may alert them that way, yeah. At the very least, that something is weird. But I think attempting to sneak past and not letting everyone know we're here might be the best bet. Here, hold on, I'm going to try and get some information. Everyone kind of duck down and stay out of sight. So I'm gonna like lay flat, just kind of peek over long enough to get the link, and then kind of move out of sight, and I'm going to attempt to probe the closest one's mind.
So number 14.
Yep. To make a wisdom save, as I am actively searching through its mind. Fails. I'm trying to find out if it's working for someone and who it's working for, if it is. Also, a stealth check. Wisdom.
It kind of sits there and you see it struggling in its head. You get visions of the two brothers.
Twins.
Mm-hmm. But it seems to understand you. It just has no way of really conveying anything back. So you're just getting these images in your head.
Images are fine. She's going to continue searching around in that area with the mind, trying to find if they've overheard like plans the twins have, anything about the mysterious creature, scarred bluebird, or traps along the way.
Sure. Do me a favor though, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
To determine one thing I didn't actually. Well, I thought about it, but could be fun for this one. We just want to roll a D100 to see if these carry a specific thing.
86. Keep in mind, she is immune to divination magic.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. So you want to push deeper, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it need to make a save the deeper you go, or how?
Let me. I know it has to make a save for me to go deeper, which it failed. Creature. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reason, including a martial sword or something else. Looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, the spell ends with a way. Probing its mind, unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action to make an intelligence check, contested by your intelligence check. It doesn't actually state whether or not I have to make or whether or not it has to continue. It can make contested intelligence checks to try and push me out.
I'm going to say it's too stupid to do that. I'm going to make you do it instead to push in deeper.
Okay.
So go for the second one.
Something tells me this thing does not have very high mental stats.
It's sitting there and it looks really confused, and all of a sudden it just starts like trying to pick at something in its nose. It like is scratching its face with its little spiky knuckle thing. Yeah, it's not the brightest cookie. As you push down through, roll another D100. 100.
4. These are very opposite rolls.
All right, as you're sitting there, you kind of are trying to punch through to like a deeper layer of this thing's consciousness to see what you can find out. Everything kind of goes dark. You're not sure if like this is how you're transitioning. It's kind of strange. You've had maybe similar experiences. And then it's just black around you until, because you rolled a 4, you see this little purple light off in the distance.
Glancing around, seeing nothing else, she'll, I suppose, mentally step toward this purple light.
Yep. Just kind of start floating in that direction.
Go to the light.
You just keep flying over in that direction.
Does it seem like something she's never getting closer to, or?
No, you're getting closer.
Okay.
As you get over there, it's just like this singular floating plant. And there's one of those big seeds, like potentially they could be fruit, you're not sure. They look like seeds though. That has kind of grown and blossomed out a bit. And it's just one of those kind of pulsing with this purple glow.
Is she feeling like a psionic resonance off it, or?
Roll. I would say you feel it has kind of a presence off it, yes. Like it almost feels like something else.
Hello?
Continues to glow.
What does the plant look like?
Funny enough, if I had to describe it to you, Techno, it is a plant with purple leaves and blossoms, because it is the plant from the original Friday campaign that we started with.
The purple cabbage.
Purples.
So the first version of this plant that grows is the purple variant that we dealt with. They later on grow into other things for other uses.
She takes a deep breath, readies her mental defenses, and will place her hand on the seed.
All right. For this one, what is the DC? I'm going to have to roll this one.
DC is 16.
And what was it? What's the charisma?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. To go to force in, it kind of forces you back out. Seems very strong. or at least protected.
Takes a moment to kind of study it, tries to sense its mental defenses, get an idea of any vulnerabilities she might be able to exploit.
So far it's held you off. You want to go investigate it or touch it?
Oh, she placed her hand on it.
If you would like to interact with it like that, let's see. Yeah, I would say as you're investigating, unable to really connect with this, you look and you're no longer just floating out in the middle of nothingness. You're just cave or a hole or something. You see kind of roots above you, and you just see tons of these plants similar to yours, just these purple blossoms and leaves everywhere.
Does it look like I'm underground or above ground?
Looks like you're underground. Maybe not very deep underground, but you're underground.
Are there any routes into this hole that you can see?
No, from here it just looks like a hole under some roots.
Very strange indeed. With her hand placed on it, she's going to try and probe again, see if she can't glean anything off it.
Okay. Give it one more go. See how it goes. Guess I have to roll it, huh?
Yeah.
It's like waiting for the save to happen. Like, whoops. Last round it rolled a natural 19. This round it rolled a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't, I would say though, just from your experience, it doesn't feel violent in any way or like
Just
offensive. It's just,
has a very resilient mental fortitude.
yeah. It seems quite peaceful. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Are we quiet again, or did I lose connection?
Kalsto
no,
said, okay.
Just double checking.
Sorry about that. My kid had a bug and woke up and couldn't breathe, so we had to make sure he
that's
could do that again. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not
seems
feeling very
important.
good at all. He just
We'll
needs to
come
be
back.
propped up. So he has medicine and he is now laying down. So if that changes, I'll let you know. But should be good now.
Sounds good. Okay. So not sensing any kind of hostile intent from this, still being wary and keeping her mental defenses primed, she's gonna try and connect to this thing using her telepathic speech. See if you can communicate.
Sure. Does it require
When
any
she-
save, or is it just a connection?
It's just a connection. First, she's gonna try Elvish. Is there anyone there? Can you speak?
And you just hear what you said, but you hear it repeated back to you in just a bunch of different other voices.
Oh, yeah. And just same thing.
Remains as it is.
Where is this?
Does nothing.
The multitude of voices that she heard, did it sound like it was emanating from the plant she'd connected to specifically, or did it sound like it was disembodied coming from everywhere?
It was more disembodied.
Okay. Did it sound like it was coming from everywhere, or like all the plants around?
Just everything around you. Could be the plants. Who knows? If you'd like to roll a nature check.
Sure, I'll give you a nature check.
I mean,
be
it's
better for
uncertain
sure.
to say. You never let a good conspiracy go dead.
Taking a moment to look around, do all of the plants seem to have that same kind of psionic resonance she was feeling?
Interesting point. So as you kind of walk around and feel them, it's interesting. Well, they all seem very singular. The presence feels the same at each and every one of them.
So, like, they're individuals, almost part of like a hive mind kind of thing?
No, almost the exact opposite in kind of a sense. They all seem to be independent, but based off one singular thing. So one mind basically split into a bunch of different parts almost in an aspect. But they all seem to be exactly the same. Just
With
not
that, I think the final thing she would look for is, does the presence feel alien, or does it feel like similar to a mind she's felt before? Like, does this feel like one of the material races kind of fractured amongst several plants, or does this feel like something unlike anything she's felt before?
I wouldn't say that it's dissimilar from anything you've necessarily felt before. It has a strong presence, but it seems to be able to interact with you. There's nothing incredibly abstract other than it's just showing you this plant thing. But this also could just be a memory of the thing you're in, too. Hard to say. The deeper you go, it's harder and harder to find out. Want to give it one last try, or do you exit out?
I think if she feels like she's able to exit, I feel like this is the point where she would probably back out.
Okay. So you just kind of focus in retract yourself from its mind, and you're back. It realizes it's cutting its face and like.
Certainly not what I thought I was going to learn. Well, those seeds are something else entirely, and I think all those creatures down there are infected.
Well, you think they've been eating them?
Not certain, but when I was in its head, I connected the seed.
You should try connecting to ours later.
Possibly. I felt fractured presence. Like, whatever it was once one being that has been fractured amongst a lot of different plants. Saw the plant that they come from, too. Picking up
Was it
more
a tree?
No. It was like it was more like a flower, right? Like a purple leaf flower?
Yeah, it was like a purpley flower, but it did have blossoms that came out. So basically, the blossoms were kind of set around where the seed area was, but the leaves that it has are large and purple.
Kind of like a purple flower, but with blossoms lower to it where the seeds would emerge.
Weird.
These things are definitely working for the twins as well.
And we need to go that way.
That
Kalsto, which way?
Top path.
Which arrow? Huh? Top?
Path.
Okay.
That way.
down the left path.
So basically, you just have to find a way around or to deal with these wonderful little things.
If it's any consolation, they honestly did not feel terribly bright. If you give me a moment, I honestly think I could probably disguise us as them, and we might even be able to walk on by.
This guy is 6 people as 2 people?
Well, no, disguise 6 people as 6 of these things.
Oh.
They're foolish enough, I think it would work.
You kind of will look over at these things down the cliff and look over at Bram. Too bad you can't turn into one of those. All right. What do you do? One cliff and some small creepy things.
If they're a go for the plan, she'll cast Assuming. If there are objections, then so wait to hear the objections.
How are we getting down? I can get myself down, but I can't get all you guys down.
Probably climb.
Do you think everybody's up for that?
Well, do you have another way of getting everyone down?
No.
Then it doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Other than Misfit wanting to turn into a bird and doing flight, but these things are climbing along the wall anyway, so climbing might even help sell it. Ari can ride on the back of either myself or Amelia.
Did you just figure out they were working for the twins, or did you also figure out like what they were tasked with doing?
I wasn't able to find anything about that. Whatever this presence from that seed was, it drew me in. Like, blocked out the rest of thoughts. I only got images of the twins before before it revealed itself. But it did reveal some interesting things about its sound. Whatever the seeds are, their presence is also very formidable. It didn't feel hostile, though. The presence in the seeds, that is. I'm sure these things are quite hostile.
I'm thinking it might be more worthwhile for you to try to make a distraction rather than waste a lot of resources on seeming.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. Well, would you like the distraction? 'Cause I'm sure I could weave up something.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? They got wings, so and we need to get on the floor, so if they just fly up and get a bird's eye view, it won't do much. Unless you can have them chase something for a long distance. But
I
even
could go.
then, who's to say they won't just see something weird and then fly to report back if they can't reply to twins mentally? Either way, most distractions are probably going to get us noticed.
One of you doesn't do something soon, I'm just going to throw a rock at it.
Can you kill it in one throw?
Looks around at the rocks available. Goes over to like fairly bigger than medium rock. Goes to try to lift it. Walks back over to you. No.
Then that's not a good idea, is it?
Yeah.
If I thought I could just start popping these guys and dropping them, that'd be a lot easier, but
Don't look very hardy, at least.
it's also about doing it quietly. I'm pretty sure your fancy little crossbow Amelia is going to cause a pretty significant amount of noise.
Yeah, and it's very obvious where it's coming from.
Kels, just sort of random curiosity, do any of these look particularly more adorned than the others? Like a leader amongst them?
Not specifically.
Okay. I have an idea then. I am going to the one that I was just mentally probing. I'm going to attempt to suggest or use suggestion on.
What's the range on your suggestion?
The same as detect thoughts,
Which is
30 feet. So I'm
So
like,
you need to get further down. He's at least 100 feet down from you.
oh, okay. I thought he was a lot closer than that.
Ooh. So, are you doing this creatively, or what are you doing?
Yeah, if I can get into position, what I
We'll give
I'll
you the
throw this-
detect thoughts for free. This one you got to work for.
Okay, so give me a moment. I have an idea. I'm going to disguise myself as one of the twins.
Have you seen the twins?
I just saw an image of both of them.
That is true. Do you want to be the younger one? Well, I guess they're the same age, but do you want to be the
Which
smaller one
one-
or the larger one?
Which one did I get the sense of more authority from its mind? Like, which one did it look to more as an authority figure?
Not specifically either.
I will go for the more imposing one. Or, yeah, I'll go for the more imposing one then.
Sure. So you pick the big guy.
I'll be right
All right.
back. And I'm going to grab my climbing picks and begin trying to make my way as quietly as I can closer to it.
Excellent.
And once I'm in range, assuming nothing occurs on the way, I'm going to attempt to compel it. You and our companions are in the wrong area. You need to be another 300 feet down the canyon. Gather them and go.
Yeah, that could work.
Nope. You're good.
What? Oh.
I was just seeing what they're if it even saw them coming. All right, so go ahead, roll your save on him. Just kind of turns and looks at you.
And she just like points the direction she was trying to get them in, or get them to go in, giving it a very imposing and intimidating glare.
It just kind of tilts its head. It begins to fly.
It doesn't try to gather its companions.
Doesn't have any.
Oh.
This guy goes away.
Well. How far away were we from Dragon's Rest around here?
It took you probably like 2.5 hours to get to where you are now, and then basically you go down, you follow this canyon for a while, and you have to go through a cave to get to this location.
Okay, so we're still approximately an hour and a half out.
Yeah, on the top side.
Okay, so
Depends on how quickly you get down hills.
She wouldn't have linked us up yet then. Okay, so she's gonna have to climb her way back up.
Yeah. Roll an acrobatics or athletics check.
Acrobatics, happily.
Yeah, with your equipment, it's not too bad. You make your way back up top.
Good news, bad news. Good news is there's one less of them. Bad news is the rest didn't follow.
Great. Well, we kind of, except for that one down there, we kind of made a blind spot at least for now.
We could try and climb down, and again, they aren't the most intelligent of things. We might even be able to just sneak by in the shadows.
I guess we.
I hovered over you at the right time, Amelia.
I was just measuring.
I saw. Yeah, I saw that arrow go away.
He's out of range. So I guess we're climbing down, or are we going to move further up and climb down?
The blind spot is here, so we should probably climb down here and then stick along the cliff edge to try and sneak by.
Yeah, sure, why not? So, I think you're going to want to stay up here and not go into the kill box.
The kill box.
It's a place in an ambush you don't want to be.
Oh, where can I buy one?
I mean, just claim a plot of land that looks very similar to this and put the people you want gone down in the pit.
If she stays
Yeah.
up here, she's gonna have to climb down on her own. That's a long climb.
Sorry, what was that?
If she stays up here, she's gonna have to climb down on her own, and that's a long climb.
Yeah, we're still like 2 hours away.
Come on, I'll carry you down.
All right, climbing down.
So right where you guys are. Sure.
I mean, can we get closer up from up top?
It depends. You can go over to the other cliff face and go down, but there's 2 over there, or you can go down this one and figure something out. Either way, you're still going to have to deal with the 2 that are over there.
Yep. Because they're looking at the place we're traveling, right?
Yeah, they're not like specifically like scouring the area, but they have it kind of staked out in a sense.
I'm assuming there's not big boulders up here.
You could go look.
Yeah, I want to see if there's
Ari found a rock she was trying to pick up. She just wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, I want to see if there's a big rock over that I can knock down on this one.
Just roll investigation check. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, I could fall off the cliff.
Sure. I'll say there are larger rocks that probably weigh at least 80 pounds each. Kind of random assortments of pieces that are broken off. You could throw a piece down.
Make it look like an accident, right? How far is that one from up the top?
That one is number 3.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
That one is probably only like 5 feet down at most.
Sorry, you were very quiet.
Like 20, 25 at most.
Oh, that's beautiful. So, are people going to climb down, or should I? Oh, people are already climbing down.
I mean,
Uh,
Serena went this far.
I'm gonna wait till people start climbing down a little bit, and then I'm going to uh, hex him, give him disadvantage on dex checks, and then just kind of drop the rock on top of him.
Short. Roll an athletics check.
Oh, right. I have to pick it up first.
Oh, you forgot that.
Oh, please. Aw, it would have been funny if I rolled a 1 and threw out my back.
It's heavy. Like you get it up, but throwing this thing's gonna be have to see.
Oh, please. Like, he's on the cliff, right? I can get
Yeah.
lucky. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
going
can.
to drop it off the cliff, make it look like it fell, just a natural earthly phenomenon.
Sure. Roll a D100. Why not?
26 again.
You go to drop the rock,
Mhm.
and it hits, and all of a sudden you just watch it kind of like look down beneath it at something. The rock goes over its head. It jumps on the ground.
Oh, well.
14.
Ah. Well, I tried. And I'm
Good try.
going to.
It doesn't notice you. It's just like, meep.
It's like, oh, I got lucky.
They didn't even hardly notice the rock. They were probably like, what's that?
Oh, they're real stupid, aren't they?
It would seem so.
Oh. I'm gonna peer over down at Vel. Hey Vel. Hey Vel.
Yeah.
Can you do your point thing and see if you can get them to go somewhere else? They're really stupid.
My point thing?
Where you point at someone and speak to them?
Oh,
Because they're really stupid.
Just sitting on the branch.
yeah, I'm trying to think of a message. Man, my brain's not working tonight, guys. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. I'll point at the one sitting on the branch and I'll send him a message.
Another one lands next to it.
But okay, never mind. What's going on?
There's another one landed on the branch.
He got bored.
Okay, yeah, gosh. No, that's so dumb.
What's your passive perception, Vel?
13.
Okay. Yeah, there's just two of them there. They seem to be not like physically fighting, but they're kind of arguing and or grunting about this spot, apparently.
Gosh, yeah, that spot. Okay, yeah, okay, I will point and send a message to that one, and I will. This is a bad idea, right?
Probably.
Why are you making me do this?
Because I don't want to use a spell slot to do it.
I'm going to say, hey, that other one flew off like 10 minutes ago. I probably found something nice to eat without you.
You're using just message, or what are you
Yep.
doing?
Message.
Kind of sits there. Hold on. Roll just a persuasion check. This one kind of starts getting ready to go, and then this one like starts fighting with it.
Oh.
No idea what they're saying, but they do appear to be arguing. The other one's like pointing off towards the direction where it thinks the food is. The other one knocks its hand down.
I'd get a point at the one who's being the aggressor. He's not even listening to you at all. You should show him who's in charge.
Got this, Vel. I'm gonna give you
The other one sits
bardic
there and you
inspiration.
you watch as he just kind of smacks the hand away and like push back at the other one. They seem to be like having a little squabble at this point. As this is happening, you notice it a little late. Not that it really impacts you, but that branch that's on the side of the cliff they're hanging on at this point separates and falls with them.
Yeah. I figured that would happen. I just didn't want to shoot it myself.
Yep. And just breaks. It doesn't actually fall, like it falls flat, but they just tumble to the ground. They don't have enough time. They're not cats. They don't auto correct.
They can't
They
catch
just-
themselves with
they
their
just-
wings.
They smack into the ground and they're flattened and dead.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna.
I won't say anything. Don't worry.
Gonna look down at this one. Let's see. This isn't Baldur's Gate. How long does Hex last?
Should be an hour, I believe, base level.
Yeah, but we're 2 hours out.
Well, you just cast it on it right now.
Yep. I'm just gonna blast him.
Sure. As you kind of sit and walk over the edge, it just kind of like looks up at you.
Let
You
me
get advantage on the first one.
Yep. Let me actually drop it back on him. And I gave him disadvantage on dexterity. Duality.
All right, so it just kind of looks up at you. I will say, because you are lining up this perfect strike, as you look into the eyes of this creature,
Mm-hmm.
they are the same kind of like purple eyes that you saw in that creature that was being held under the carnival tent in the cage. The same look.
Okay, wait, hold on. That feels wrong.
X base.
What?
Oh,
Should you get?
You have 2 hexes on.
Do I?
Necrotic.
Someone.
You have 2 necrotic. You have 2 hexes, I think.
Yeah, one of them's not mine. So can we drop the ones?
Of course. Did you already delete it off yourself?
Yeah, I deleted one off myself.
Okay. Yeah. No, we'll just drop the 2 ones then. That's fine. So I'll heal it back for 2. But you have the rest of your blast as well.
Second. Oof. And the third one's already on its way. Right, and 11's a miss.
That one tumbles down to the ground. It just crashes on the ground.
Man, we spent way too much time on that.
Yeah, we did.
High five.
He jumps up to give you the high five.
Yep. Wasting time.
There's still one across the way, though. You know what, Phil?
Yeah.
Roll a D100. We'll let this be your luck decision. Shit. It's at this point the one across the way looks over and sees you, Phil.
Yeah, I'm already drawing out my short bow.
It starts like flying. It starts heading off in like this direction, so it probably gets to like 45 feet, and it's heading in the same direction you're attempting to head. Line it up, and you can do what you want, or anyone else can too, as long as you're within range. I know Marius is within range.
I would prefer if somebody got damage on it first because I do better when things are hurt.
Bram just starts blasting it.
I mean, I hope so.
Did I hear blast it?
Yes.
Hey Kalsto.
Mhm.
I blast it.
Sure. So
Were
you go
using
intercept.
something that you have, or me using my
Oh,
stuff?
yeah,
that
you
you
know,
have?
you
The
know,
blasts come from Big Daddy.
Hey, boss. I need some of the good stuff,
You
if
want
you know what I
18,
mean.
right? That's the only one that I can see. Yeah, the map's
Let's
not
fuck
even
'em up,
big enough
boss.
for me to miss.
You can hit. Yeah, you can hit everything on this map, even with the distance, the height
Where's
variations.
my button? Number one.
Like a little fighter jet. Yeah, easy enough.
Let's see if I hit number 2 and number 3.
It's just not their day. And another one crashes down.
Well, excuse me for assuming that they might have a mental connection like Bram does.
You know what they say about assuming? When you assume, you make an ass out of you.
Aren't those just Sturges?
No. Sturges look more like organic.
I had to zoom in. I'm just like my old eyes looking at like the tiny little thing. I'm like,
They kind of do from a distance, though. If you're zoomed way out, they kind of do look like the token. All right. So these small creatures that were just apparently standing guard over this area.
Oh, that's on my left.
Ari will look over at you, Amelia.
Yes.
They've done it without us.
Nope. Oh, also, they had the same eyes as the thing from the tent.
I remember you guys said
Which thing
about
from
that.
the top?
We just have to all jump down the mountain. Misfit makes it down. It's not hard for Misfit to make it down this mountain one way or another.
Is it an easier climb closer where everyone else is than where I am?
The easiest spot to come down is kind of where Serena goes down over towards Bell, and then you can kind of follow it down to the left.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'd say collectively it's not that difficult for you guys to do.
I mean, I can always roll poorly.
So easy enough.
Serena's got climbing gear, so I imagine she'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys all make your way down. Marius was in that pool not that long ago, so yeah, as long as you guys are following that one path, it's not too difficult.
Hold up, I need something very important though.
What's that?
I loot the brass knuckles.
They're too small for your hands.
Yeah, you can't blame the guy for trying.
You can get them off their hands.
Darn.
Ooh, do the brass knuckles fit Bram
In his imp form?
in his imp form?
They might. Oh my god, are we going to turn him into like this little enforcer for Marius?
Yes.
Only 2 gold pieces.
If they fit you, they're yours.
it's a shame for something to happen to your magic shop if you didn't make them protection payments.
You listen here, bub.
You know what? Just because that's the voice he picked before we even got to this point, I will allow him to keep these.
Yes. You listen here. You started talking about debt collections. And as you know, I've got a little bit of experience with that. You know, selling a couple souls here, buying a couple souls here. Couple of loans going past the date here.
All right. So, you guys make it over and continue heading in that direction?
Can we try and be quiet in this really barren location.
And eyes up.
Yep.
Once.
All right, so you guys head in the canyon in that direction. Anyone taking any precautionary measures? I'm assuming you guys are stealthing this go around.
Can Misfit do pass without a trace if he has it?
He probably does. Oh, I didn't give you his card, did I? Allow me to do so. Misfit. Misfit is now free.
Oh no, the bear is free.
Ah.
I have seized the bear. Or wait, have I?
Looks
Oh,
like
there it is. Okay. My fantasy grounds was just trying to catch up, apparently. All right, let's see. What oh yeah, let me see what I can do about that. This is my misfit voice. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Pass without trace, pass without trace. Where would that be? I think that's a level 3, right? Pass without
level
trace.
2. Level.
Is it a level
I think
2?
it's level 2.
Oh yeah, there it is. Level 2. Pass without trace. Your companions stay within 30 feet of me. Yeah. Misfit will yeah. I got a spell slot for it. Yes, I do. All right, pass without trace is enabled.
Done and done. All right, everybody, go ahead and roll your stealth checks with a +10.
Hang on, how do I add it? Or if everyone just wants to type in +10, that's fine.
Yeah, just type it in. Save the guy some time.
29 for me.
There's my +10. What is this finding soup skill?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Sometimes you got to find some soup.
Oh man, Misfit
Misfit.
did really good. And then Bram is also invisible.
I would say you can probably forgo Bram.
So
With a
okay,
+10, not going to be too difficult at all.
cool. I'm not gonna chance it. I'm just gonna accept the pass you're giving me. I don't
All
want
right,
to
so
roll.
you
I
guys
don't want to roll one.
are quiet. You keep heading in that direction. You notice kind of less and less life the closer you get over in this way. Misfit and Vel. Roll nature checks for me. Ooh.
I mean, that was better than that.
I may
Yeah,
be a
it's-
ranger, but I am not good at it.
Nope. And as you guys kind of make your way in, as you're walking through some like smaller vegetation, Misfit, you get your foot stuck on something, but then you kind of like pull it free, and you have these very large cobwebs on your leg.
This is how you meet new friends. I start looking for spiders to call friends. Misfit isn't afraid of spiders, is he?
No.
Okay, cool.
If you look at the web, it's a very thick web.
Suspiciously thick?
Much thicker than you'd expect to come from a spider. At least a normal sized spider.
You have piqued my curiosity, sir. I look around for where this web originated from.
Sure. Roll a survival check.
Ah, yes. I love when the DM says roll a survival check.
Okay. So you kind of look about the area. You notice two things. It's hard to say. You gather from the vision you had previously, and based on the bits of webbing you can see, they probably live within the cave you're heading to, or at least might be present there. However, because you rolled a 22, you also notice something very awkward as you're kind of looking through and trying to follow where these spiders could have come from. And it's like this very large dog paw, like in the mud, just going in different directions around this area.
A
Like
dog
very
paw.
large.
What would Misfit do? Misfit would sniff it. Does it smell familiar? Do I recognize the type of creature?
I would say.
And before you give me that, because I feel like this is also what Misfit would do. I'll lick it a little, get a little taste of it.
Sure. Doesn't ring any bells. It tastes very, very not pleasant. Whatever this thing is not very clean. Hard to say. That you don't see any like active things around.
Interesting. Misfit will turn to everybody else and we'll just say, tastes bad, and he'll move on.
Okay. So as you guys continue in that direction, you see bits and bits of more spider web, and then you see this cave off in the distance where it kind of ends at the last bit of the canyon. That looks like a creepy spider cave.
It's at it as. Judging from the web patterns, were you able to determine like what kind of spider it is?
You're free to roll nature checks if you would like.
She is unfamiliar with this web pattern.
I mean, it comes from a spider, probably.
Hello.
Misfit, however, is very
Spider.
familiar with that.
Misfit pulls this up, investigating the bits of it coming from this forest and growing up here. I've seen a web like this in my life. Kind of like flick it. I don't think this is a normal spider.
Does it make like a nice twang noise when I flick it?
It does.
Trying it?
I think I remember. I think I met someone who made a guitar out of this spider strings. I don't remember what it was called, but the guitar sounded really pretty.
You can make a guitar string out of what? You wouldn't use silk for an instrument string.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't because I'm not a musician like this guy was.
How sticky is it?
Yeah, how sticky was it? Did it get stuck to my finger?
No, because you were just kind of like licking the dirt that it walked on.
Not very sticky.
No, I'm tempted to make this into a string for an instrument now. You did this.
Hey, this is an odd question, but it kind of fits. When it twanged, did it sound like an iron wire?
No, it did not.
Okay.
Should all be prepared because the spiders probably know we're coming there.
Oh yeah, no, definitely after we mess with their web.
Mm-hmm.
No, shall we get going?
Yep.
Barry raises the hand.
Yes.
Yes.
They're in there, right?
The
Question.
spiders? Yes.
What do we do? I know, I'm supposed to be invisible.
Ah, who's talking? Who's there?
So Serena,
I'm just kidding. I know it's you.
Alright.
do we know if this is the correct cave?
That's a
This
misfit
is what-
question.
This is what the map and Misfit indicated.
All right.
I can start scouting it out now, but
But
to leave less time for scouting out. The base beyond. Yeah, let me have a look. She's gonna close her eyes and begin to focus. I'm gonna send an eye through.
You go ahead and you send the eye through the caves. There are a lot of webs here, which you can pass straight through.
She'll have it hang out more toward the top of the cave to also try and keep an eye out for spiders.
Yeah, I will say you don't see any spiders at the moment. The webs are much thicker up top, though.
Should be able to phase through them without any issue.
So far, so good, it seems.
With no signs of spiders, Shugo will try and plot a route through the cave.
Roll a survival check.
17.
You kind of start making your way around. Use the eye to kind of lead everyone through. Find a path where nothing seems to be around. And you see this wall that kind of has like a series of different smaller tunnels and holes in the walls. Like big enough that you can crawl through them. There's just a lot of them.
Like it branches into a lot of small caverns. Ones we'd have to crawl through. Is she looking into each of them? Is she getting any hints of light on the other side of any of them?
No light sources specifically now.
Okay. How many little tunnels is she seeing?
50 or so.
That's a lot of little tunnels. And no other route?
I mean, they're all potentially routes. But yeah, you just see everything kind of comes to this wall.
I can start scouring, but there's like 50 of these holes. If she's gonna look around at the webs. Are any of the webs like just slightly blowing as if or to indicate that there's a breeze?
There doesn't seem to be any breezes. Good thought, though.
So either we're gonna have to plot a different route, or
And not
she'll-
all tunnels have webs. Like there might be bits of web in there, but they're not all like completely covered.
she'll pick a non-web cover tunnel and start scouring said tunnels while she waits for us to come up with a plan.
Yeah. And are you walking there while you're doing that, or are you just going through?
No, we're currently outside. She's using
Okay.
the eye to kind of plot a route and scout ahead.
Easy
But
enough to
we
do.
assess the situation and come up with what our game plan is.
So as you find the other tunnel that goes in further, and you kind of send the eye to go check, it comes out in this very large room with lots of other openings, probably from all the other tunnels. It's like this large circular room underground. There's like trees in here. They're dead. Maybe something collapsed on this at some point. You're not 100% sure. And in the dead center of the room, there's a very large dead dragon skeleton. And sitting in a cage, inside of where its chest cavity is, see an upside down little girl.
So I have good news and bad news. The good news is I have found Bluebird. The bad news is she is through one of the crevice or through one of the small tunnels
Hello?
inside the cave.
I mean, that felt like it would be obvious. Yes.
Now I have confirmation. The eye is going to maneuver closer to Bluebird, try and inspect her, see if she's breathing.
Yeah, remind me again, what are the elements of the eye? What can it see?
It has dark vision,
Yep.
but otherwise it just sees normally.
Gotcha.
I believe it's 30 feet of dark vision. The eye itself is obviously invisible.
Yeah. So it's not hard. You just have to navigate within the 30 feet just because there's not really light in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's breathing.
All right.
She is alive.
Oh, that is good. That is very, very good.
All right.
From Bluebird to the exit of the small tunnel, like where the eye originally went in, how far approximately was that?
It's pretty far into the room.
Like, we talking 500, 600 feet, or?
No, not that far. It's a big room. It's probably like from a tunnel to where she is, like maybe with the elevation rise of where she is, maybe 100 feet tops to the tunnel entrance from where she is.
I think if you can place your hand on her, you probably could dimension door out. Right past the tunnel in its entirety. Though I'm not seeing her guardian. And she's gonna start having the eye have a look around for the manticore-like creature.
It takes you a couple of minutes, but yeah, it's sitting kind of perched up on part of this rise in the center as well.
Okay, she'll kind of tell everyone its location. It's like when you head in, it's immediately up to the left, perched up on some of the bones. Does it look like it's watching, or does it look like it's resting? What does it look like it's doing?
It's currently just like kind of sitting there with its front paws kind of crossed, looking about the room.
Looks like it's in restful watch.
Get in, get out. Probably have a huge fight on our hands afterwards.
As you're having this conversation, while you're in this kind of taking in the room, you notice at one point, it seems like that creature is looking at the eye, but it just sits there, doesn't really break stride. It's just staring in the direction of the eye now.
Just like some weird patterns that would just be like impossible to write off as coincidence if it was following.
It's just looking in the direction of like where it is located.
Okay, but its eyes don't seem to be tracking it.
As you move it, no, it follows you. It doesn't move it itself, it just follows you. As you, like, almost like a dog or a cat following a fly. Its eyes are also glowing purple.
I have some more bad news. So the creature's eyes are glowing purple.
Okay.
And it looks like it can see invisible things. It knows the eye is there. It's following it.
Hmm.
So invisibility is not going to get through. I don't know if it's a see invisibility or true sight. So my illusions are going to be kind of hit or miss. I don't know if they're going to work at all.
How far away from the cage is it?
She'll. How far away does the creature seem to be from the cage?
I mean, if you really want to look at it. Looks a little something like that. You, for reference standpoint, probably came out.
See.
Here. I mean, you could potentially try to scout the other tunnels. It might take a while.
Well, this tunnel leads to where Bluebird is, so.
I mean, like the other tunnels in the same room.
Oh.
There's several. Get a Bluebird token.
She'll go ahead and, using a minor illusion, kind of conjure up what she's seen. Alright, battle plans time.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm going to be of any help against this particular creature.
well, then I can take your spot then and go in with Amy. But after all, if she gets in there, I can just blip in there with her.
Nods.
Well, then how are you going to get out?
I blip to one of them. I spread my things around.
Bram can go in with you guys as well. Marius can assist from there. Which leaves Misfit to help protect me in case the twins show up.
You don't think we can talk to this thing, can we? Can we?
You could certainly try, but
I think it's like just full animal.
those creatures on the cliff were being controlled and infected by those seeds, and probably controlled in turn by the twins. I can't say for certain, I'm far too far away, but I would hazard a guess this creature probably is also infected. Which may make it more aggressive than usual. Not impossible to persuade, but I think it is certainly under their control.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know who exactly was playing around with the seeds? Was it the Black Skulls?
The circus. No, wait. We know that Zoop was eating them, and Zoop is probably captured by Black Skull.
The Black Skulls almost certainly have a hand in them. Who they originate from, I don't know. They could just be buying them, they could have their own farm reserve, they may have found them.
The druid who was protecting the tree is one of these tieflings of this family.
I think it's safe to say, though, Blackwoods have strong ties to
I said Black Skulls.
Black Skulls, not Blackwood.
Black Skulls. I didn't mean to say Blackwoods. If I said Blackwoods throughout the conversation here, I meant Skulls. The Blackwoods have got to like start suing the Black Skulls for copyright infringement with their names sounding so similar.
There was a 2 million gold settlement sent. Don't worry. I'm sure that'll smooth things out.
No, it's more than 50% different.
You know, we should probably check the trademark on that. It could expire soon, and maybe we could buy the rights.
So the Black Skulls have a way of mind control.
Maybe. I don't fully know what the seeds do yet. I know there is some kind of very strong mental presence, like a psionic resonance that comes off of them. Could be a compulsion, it could be a method of communication, it could be a domination. I don't know. Whatever they are, when active, they have a very strong mental barrier that protects them. But I didn't get any sense of hostility from the seed itself.
Do you have lesser restoration prepared?
Are you guys can misfit?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you have lesser restoration prepared, Misfit?
Um, let me look at my list real quick. And let me see if let's see. Oh man. Oh, misfit. Oh no, how would I know?
Is
She
it
making notes.
is it on combat? Is your action tab on combat or prep?
It is on. Okay, it's on combat now.
That everything you can see in combat is what is prep today.
Got it. Okay, I'm sorry. What were you? Which one were you asking for again?
Lesser
Elixir.
Restro. It's level 3.
2.
That's
Two.
Oh, excellent news. No, I do not have it prepared.
Oh boy.
I didn't think I would need it, you know, it just didn't seem right when I woke up this morning. I wasn't feeling like in the lesser restoration mood. That's my bad.
Oh, that may put a monkey wrench in things. Oh, less standing around doing nothing and more acting. Let's go, guys. Unless you think
She'll make sure to link everyone up. I'll keep the eye there to try and keep an eye on things. We'll be able to relay information quickly.
I'm probably gonna get myself killed, aren't I, Val?
Part of the job. You signed up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong and capable individual. I believe in you wholeheartedly. I'm also going to give her a bird of inspiration.
I was talking with Vel as we were through the caves.
Well, do you want the bird of inspiration or not?
I mean, how long does it last?
It's like 10 minutes.
And isn't it a mote of light that circles around me?
There is a moat that follows you. I don't know. Light check for you. Creation. Tiny mote of potential which orbits 5-footed creature. The mote is intangible and invulnerable.
lasts until the bargain insertion. When it looks like a music note, a star, a flower, or another symbol of art or life. Nothing about it says it glows. And being it's completely intangible and invulnerable, it can, basically keep itself out of sight.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
All right, what's the approach on this?
Actually,
Is this where you leave Ari?
Yep. Well,
It's,
everyone's. It's literally just me and Vel going in there to get ourselves killed.
it's also Bram. Bram is going in there as well.
Close air support.
I forget. You can have bardic inspiration on multiple creatures at once, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Vel, you'll have one as well.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
believe in
Just in
you.
case.
All right, so
Miss-
it's just the three of you.
Yep. This is a god awful plan.
It's pretty bad.
You had objections, you could have stayed the same.
You said you're going, Serena?
No. She is unsure whether or not her illusions would even have any effect on thing at all. That's kind of all she does.
Serena doesn't trust the plan, so she's not going.
So it's who all is going up? I know Bram's going.
It's Amelia, Val, and Bram. If you want any spells or anything cast on you before you go in, speak now. Both of you will have an inspiration. She's using the eye, or she connected everyone up, including Ari, before they left, and is going to use the eye to basically help keep watch and watch their back. See if she can't provide aid in other situations.
Can I get Hex removed from me now? 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's gone.
There you go. All right. The three of you take the tunnel. You get to the exit that goes up above. What's the plan?
So
Can you
looks
mark
like-
where the creature is?
You currently, the last time you saw it, it was on the opposite side of the room.
Okay, and it's disappeared from sight.
You don't have eyes on it now. You'd have to go over. Those rocks are elevated.
Okay, she sends the eye to fly over and inspect. Make sure it's still hanging out there. Last seen of far left. Looks like it's still there. Perched up on the rocks.
So, did you check if Bluebird was an illusion?
I could ram the eye into her, but other than that, I don't really have very many methods of determining that. She'll send the eye over to
To inspect.
see if she seems like a physical obstacle.
You eyeball poke.
Yes.
It does seem like a tangible object, yes.
Yep, she's visible, and then the eye will come over here and back up and continue
The
walking.
mantic still is following this eyeball all around the room as well.
Okay. She'll kind of have it more kind of peered over here. See if she can't get its attention away from Bluebird.
Okay, Amelia, are you ready to move fast?
Yep.
You guys
I,
hear spoken out, echoed into the cave from within the room.
Yep.
Oh, good you're here.
Yep.
Ah, it's a trap.
Oh yeah. No, I know. I was well aware this was a trap. This is.
Did you bring it?
Bring what?
Come on now. I mean, I'd be happy if you brought it. But if you didn't, that's fun too, I suppose.
I would be also very happy if we brought it. Serena, this has been the worst trap we've walked into.
At this point, hold on.
Misfit is on his way.
And you? Yeah, I thought not.
What's going on?
You notice this one gets up on the top of the dragon.
are you? Are we supposed to be seeing people right now? Because I'm not.
I haven't put them up yet. They're on there.
The only people we see are the.
You don't see yourselves?
Oh yeah, we see ourselves, but
Yeah, and then you see the token in the ribcage, right?
yes, we see
Yeah, that's all
Bluebird,
you
the
see.
Mantic, and okay.
Oh no, they're just speaking. You haven't saw them yet. This guy just literally jumps up, kind of standing up on top of it.
Sounds like we're going to be a bit of trouble.
He's going to speak something. You also notice his eyes glow purple when he speaks, and you just watch this thing kind of make its way over here, and just like hop up next to him.
What language?
I don't believe you know. Do you have a feat that lets you know languages?
I know 5 of them.
It wouldn't be a known language. So if you have like a
Okay.
shenanigan thing, I think we only
That-
have reading
no.
though, right?
No.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Marius has eyes. Yeah. It almost kind of sounds like a variation of Elvish, but it doesn't connect with Elven speaking.
Um,
But as he speaks, the creature kind of responds and comes over. Once it gets over there, the eyes kind of stop glowing for a bit. Like they become brighter and duller. Ah. So, are we trading or what?
I mean, I prefer trading, yes.
Well, he kind of taps the feet that are tied the cage below him. I brought mine. Where's yours? You said Misfit and Serena were both heading this way now?
She sent Misfit in. How long is the cave?
Not super long. Maybe like 100, 200 feet. Somewhere in there.
Okay. So she'll give Misfit a Bardic Inspiration. She'll start to maneuver in, but doesn't want to go all the way through yet.
Sure.
Oh boy, I better get to my friends.
It's like, come on now.
I mean, I really could care less about the gate shard thingy.
There you go. Hand over the shard, get the kid, go home, have dinner, enjoy the rest of the world while you can.
How much of this are you relaying over the link, Amelia?
I mean, I'm not relaying anything. Zell can't be.
Okay.
I mean, that seems like the best solution to me. The alternatives don't seem very pleasant.
I mean, that thing looks pretty nasty. Oh. Anyone?
You know, if you were giving the wrong impression and anyone else were looking at this, I would almost swear that you're just fighting for time. Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
Yes, I'm not the one who gets to make the decisions in this outfit.
You already know from last time Misfit is strongly opposed to giving up the relic. Serena is strongly opposed to giving up the relic.
Techno, Amelia knows that.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. I just don't care.
Amelia just have you really not caught on to what she's all about yet?
No, I get it. As I said, I'm just making sure that that's understood. Also for Nick, because he, doesn't know that.
Your opinion has been noted. So about that handing over the gate shard.
Yes.
Are you heading on in, Serena? I think we have a fight coming on.
Okay, I'm close by and on standby. I can start weaving some deception, but they may throw some AoEs your way.
You know, I keep hearing this thing about your boss, how he says he's got this whole thing figured out. But I'm just having a hard time believing any of that.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll throw it out there.
I don't suppose he's told you anything, or are you just a dumb grunt following dumb orders?
Who are you talking to?
The twin.
Oh, what did you ask him? Sorry. I
I said, okay, let me restart. No, I keep hearing from everyone that your boss has this whole thing figured out, but I'm just having a hard time believing that.
Yeah, well, big picture things are best left to big picture people. I wouldn't stress about it too much.
You don't strike me as a big
Guys-
picture kind of person.
He just kind of smiles. Oh, no.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have this, and you would.
He just kind of smiles at you. Then that wouldn't be nearly as much fun, now would it? Now, we could do this an easy way with no loss of life, good exchange, or we could have issues, and my brother and his creature outside could have fun working with your friends who remain out there, and we can have fun in here, or we can all go home. First, I told my brother I hoped you would say no.
Oh
But-
no, I get that feeling from you. But we also have a nasty bit of vampires to deal with that I think want this as well.
Not my problem.
That's fair. Serena, there are people outside willing to ambush you.
Got it. I'm most of the way through the tunnel. I'm close enough that I can start weaving from here.
But Marius and Maria are still out there.
Yep.
They would also be relayed that I'd recommend you two start making your way in here as well.
That would be way too obvious.
Do you have a better idea? I can head back and start concealing them, but I can only.
What do you? He starts shaking the cage below. And she starts like swaying back and forth. What do you think, kid? What's that? I couldn't quite hear. What? Go home?
You have her gagged.
Can only be in one place. Where do you want me?
Outside or in?
Tell him to wait a few seconds, then come in. Or, well, actually, I can just tell him to wait a few seconds and come in. Well,
He's just gonna pull out the short sword and just kind of slash really quickly, and you just watch Bluebird just kind of plop to the bottom of the cage as her feet come. Well, she falls from the thing, but her feet are still kind of there.
I will need to go get the gate shard.
Sure you do.
Will it be okay if? No, you still have the hostage. We still need to come back.
Kind of sits there, it's like, this. You really guys, you do this professionally, right?
Hey, I'm new here.
Right. Who? You're the right group, right? Like I have the right people. I was kind of just expecting more.
Which group are you looking for?
Kind of looks over. It was a rhetorical question.
I know.
And he just kind of looks back. Come on, let's just make this easy. I mean, you guys are a lot of fun. Really tight schedule here, if you don't mind so much.
Just make a move.
Hey, boss, it's starting to look a little rough in here. We might need to open up with a little razzle dazzle, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to get to an idea. Just be ready to defend me, because he's going to be very aggressive. Or they're going to be very aggressive coming.
He just starts picking up a rock and throwing it up and down and catching it.
Serena will go ahead and make her way in.
Everyone move up.
Serena comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Look, friends.
Oh,
Suppose you don't have my gate shard either.
this is quite the place you found here.
I found a lot of things in this second chance of mine.
A second chance.
Sometimes your first go around is not as productive as you might like. Sometimes you're given a second chance.
It sounds to me like our second one isn't much of your chance now, is it?
No, I find I excel far more in this life than the last.
Do you?
Indeed. In fact, I've
Or
learned a
are
great
you-
many things. You want to see?
I get the strong sensation you're nothing more than the master's puppet.
Check this one out. And he's just going to hold up that rock. He's going to throw it up into the air.
I'm gonna try and as the rock is coming down, I want to do two things. I'm gonna quicken a telekinesis and try and grab him and hold him, or like slam him to the ground.
Him or the rock?
Him. And while
Excellent.
that's happening, I am going to grab the ocarina and quickly start playing a tune to summon a certain friend directly on top of the mantis.
Those both do take actions.
I'm quickening telekinesis.
Okay, so you're going to try to quicken telekinesis and play a song.
Yep.
Ceiling height's a little questionable, but we can see. All right, so you go to hit him with telekinesis. The rock gets floated up into there.
Yep. He gets grabbed, so he needs to make a strength check versus my charisma.
Well, he was already doing something else as well. So he throws the rock up in the air. Go ahead. So he needs to make an athletics check.
No, strength check.
Strength
Strength.
check, not athletics. Otherwise, he
I
gets
am
skill
going to
bonuses.
spend a sorcery point to reroll that one.
Can you re-roll those?
Any ability check. It's not an attack roll. So he needs to beat a 20.
Nope. So you grab a hold of him. So the rock flies up in the air. You grab a hold of him.
Mhm.
You're gonna summon the fat.
I'm going to summon Gumball
Empty?
directly on top of.
Roll a performance check.
35.
Oh. You play the Gumball song, and you just watch kind of this weird cloud kind of open up above it. Did I give you the DC on that one?
No, all I have written down is that I've helped a Hamity, and now he'll help us out.
Let's
And
call
I
it
know
your
that it's once a day.
We'll just call it your standard charisma spell modifier. So it's 17, or what is it right now?
DC 16 is my standard save.
Just do you have a deck save already coded?
Oh, actually, I might not have a dex save. Dex or forcing dex save. Actually,
Wait,
yes, I
is
do.
he-
I have
is-
Fairy Fire.
Is he technically prone right now?
No, he moved over here.
Oh,
Okay,
failed
so
by
he
1.
does fail the deck save. Let's see. Him.
Or this all happened. Did Ari and Marius start moving in?
Up to them. That is 44 points of damage as it slams onto the rock. I do need everybody to roll initiative.
And she just sends a mental command to everyone. Go.
Okay. So the Hamity lands, squashes it, and then just kind of poofs. So your daily use of fat Hamity has been consumed.
I didn't hang out.
No. He just falls on them and then goes away. Okay. So, top of the round. His turn. Does he go? We do it on your turn or his turn?
So I can use my action on each of my turns to maintain the grip, but once I have the grip, it is maintained until my turn. So he is currently restrained.
He kind of looks at you. Good job. Should have grabbed something more productive, though. And you look behind him, and she is not there. Not nice interrupting a man's trick. Hmm. Can't prevent actions. Yeah.
Not prevent actions. He just
Just
has a
kind-
movement speed of 0.
He just kind of winks at you, and then he disappears. And you no longer feel him.
Teleported.
Marius, did you come inside the caves?
Vicariously.
Okay.
You were warned about a threat outside.
Then I can keep an eye on it. Because I'll be
So,
still and in the
Kalsto,
shadows.
You did
They
not
can
buy
see through
them.
crazy things.
It has been shown to see invisibility if it's the same kind of creature.
Okay.
But yeah, It could be a different kind too.
So, Kalsto, if the
how
mana tick was supposed to be damaged, it did not take any damage.
Hold on one sec.
how close can I get to the entrance, but still be where I can, or can I be just inside the entrance so I can watch the outside?
Yeah, like you can go into the tunnel and see what happens. You were just warned that they knew you guys were out there and may ambush you from outside as well. However, I will say, see if this one will actually work correctly or not. As you're sitting near the front of the tunnel, you kind of hear a large creature outside. You see Mr. Marius, that bad boy kind of hopping around, and he is quite big. Also, purple eyes, all of them.
Is it coming towards the cave?
Oh yeah, it's like outside in the canyon on the other side.
But is it heading
It's-
this
it-
way?
It's making its way in that way. It's way too small to fit in the tunnel, though. Or it's way too big to fit in the tunnel.
I'll take a few healthy steps back to where, in case it can't try, if it tries to come in. But and I'll send word like Bram, let others know that this is what's coming, and I'll try to send a mental image of what it is to him.
We're all telepathically linked up, so you can just tell us directly.
You can't see it. Letting Bram see it, and I'm looking at this a 3-headed beast. If I had to put a description to it, canine in form, but
Boss, you better be careful out there.
inside the cave entrance.
You need me to come back and help you out?
No, hopefully I won't need help at all. Hopefully it won't bother us, but I'm just letting you know that should you need to retreat, this is out here as well.
Thanks for the heads up. Big scary monster outside. That's what I say out loud to everyone else.
Hmm.
Where'd he go? There he goes.
Also, I'm still invisible, so I like the idea. I don't know if he can see me, but I like the idea of just an invisible bird flying around. He keeps looking around like, where the fuck is this parrot?
Fortunately, this thing can see invisible things.
Oh, okay. So he sees the raven just flying around. He's like, what the fuck?
What you got, Bill?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, we're still not moving. Good. I'm going to use that to help me count. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to bonus action dash. And then I am going to wait, does that actually consume their movement? Amelia, do you like where you are?
Yeah, I'm okay here. Why?
I can just give you the opportunity to move if you want it.
I can see them, man.
Okay.
Manticore.
Then Misfit, I'm going to activate the effect of my long sword. Immediately after you take the dash action, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to move up to its speed. So I'm going to and since I bonus action dashed, I can allow you to move for free.
Oh, thank you, bud.
And then as my action, that's a bonus to make. That's a thing. That's a thing. I could try throwing out one of those. Probably not a bad bet with what my action economy is right now. No, I think I'm just gonna hand crossbow and see if I hit him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. These will be my magic bolts. Ooh, a hit. Okay, good to know. Now I need to click some things. I believe my swashbuckler sneak attack counts because nobody's around me. All right. That's a high roll.
Bad.
All right. So I just kind of pop him in like his forearm as he's trying to get back up. Misfit move. You've got 30 feet in your human form. Nick,
Yes.
are you gonna move Misfit?
Oh shit. I didn't even have the map open. My bad. That would have been helpful, wouldn't have it?
Yeah, sure would be.
Wouldn't have it. Jesus Christ, I can't talk tonight. All right, let's see. Misfit is so 30. Let's put you up. Is that 30? Is that a 5?
That is full diagonal. We only allow one diagonal.
I was gonna say that doesn't look right. Okay, I guess that's 30. I had to count it out.
Sure.
I'm coming
All
for you,
right.
big guy.
Yep, I knew this was coming.
First one is going to be a claw.
Let me check. That would be off. I have 17. Shield puts me right over.
Okay. So first claw deflects off the shield. Go ahead and drop your armor, and then I'll hit you again.
All right,
Well,
I'm good. Yep.
out of anger.
Oh, well, nothing I can do about that one.
8 points of slashing damage. And then it's going to spin around and try to hit you with it. Ooh. Just reflects off over the top.
That was a shield well spent.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. Looks like a venomous stinger, and I can't imagine the venom is any good to be hit by.
Man, what
Marius and
happened?
Bram.
What do you want to do, Bram?
Laser attack.
Hang on just a second. Let me double check something. Mm,
Or
let's
actually,
try this first.
when Bram talks to Marius, he sounds like his New Yorker accent. Just to be clear.
Do I have it? Why is it not targeting? There it goes. Let's try this first, Bram. The monster is held.
Take that.
You're being paralyzed, so yeah, it just locks up.
Oh, it's 20 feet up, huh?
It's up on the rock.
Now, does it have? Oh, is it flying?
Yes.
So does it?
The rock is 20 feet tall, but it is also, it's like half perched on the side where it is right now.
I would say, does it take? Does it like just all of a sudden fall over and take some like 20-foot falling damage or anything?
No, because there's an extra Vel on the rock right now. It flew from over there and kind of landed on the side of it.
I get flanking while being here.
From the ground?
Yeah.
Not from the ground,
All
You'd
right,
also
then.
need to be higher anyways,
It's paralyzed. You already have advantage.
which is too short.
I mean, I asked if you wanted to move, but I guess that's before the situation changed.
Yeah, that's before the situation changed. It's 20 feet up, huh?
Mm.
And climbing is half movement.
Actually, no,
Hmm?
because climbing's different than just difficult terrain, isn't it?
If you,
Climbing is considered difficult terrain.
you only have one
Uh,
second round, right?
Well, if it's just considered difficult terrain, you are not affected by difficult terrain at the moment because of the ranger feat. None of us are. We're in my favorite terrain, and it's been over an hour.
Five.
I don't think climbing is difficult terrain. I think climbing is just half speed.
Okay.
Yeah, they work kind of the same way, but differently.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
If it's half speed, unless I have a climbing speed.
Yes, if you have a climbing speed, then it's
Just like swim speed.
Hey, man, I tried. I tried for you.
if you're conveying a strong desire to get up there via the link, Serena might be able to help you out in her turn if you wanted to ready an attack.
Nah.
I mean, it's more than happy to help you on its turn.
I'll move here and Eldritch Blast it. First. Second. And third. Oof. Oh, was I? Yeah, I was targeting it. Let's see. Bonus action. Oh, Vel, you already have one of my inspirations. That I think that.
Well, I mean,
That
you
would
gave
be
it to
gone.
me technically 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll give you another one, just so I don't have to remove it.
Okay.
Or wait, is Serena still active?
I think so.
It
How
hasn't
long
been
did-
10 minutes. I don't think.
All right,
Yeah,
then,
they gave it just before you guys went into the cave, so
then I guess I will just end my turn there. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna end my turn here.
I'm in the cave.
Yo.
I am going to. Well, considering my original target is presently no longer here, I suppose I am just going to give this big kitty a bit of a headache.
Now, for its hold, does it get to roll on every hit?
I think it's at the end. Double check. The end of turn.
Thing with hold monster, it's just an end of turn.
At the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom save.
What you got, Serena?
Targeted one for yeah. So, build the DC has a bit of a headache and is going to take an extra D4 penalty on its next thing. Beyond that, I think that's all she's really gonna do here. Yeah.
Misfit.
Oh, he doesn't have any of the pictures.
You got me right when I was getting a drink. All right, let's see. Combat.
Wild shaping is what you do.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I have a message from Kate somewhere around it.
That she left
Let's
you
see.
instructions.
Not because I think you're the best, but because it's the funniest. No, let the party tell you what to do. If Kalsto says roll, and here it is. If Kalsto says roll initiative, the answer is to turn into a bear in rage. I do that. I turn into a bear and I rage.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Oh,
They're technically both bonuses, but you want an action and bonus it if you want.
well, it's paralyzed. You might just want to hit it.
You
If
can turn
listen,
into a bear and just smack it
listen.
this round.
The instructions I was given were if Kalsto
The
says
letter?
roll initiative, the answer is to turn into a bear and rage.
Hold
Okay.
on, but one of the earlier instructions is also listen to the party. So now we have a conflict.
Yeah, I think
what's
anything
higher?
Kalsto tells me is a higher rank over the party.
Okay.
Listen, I know it's a dumb thing, but I'm doing it anyways.
All right.
All right. Is there a button I'm supposed to click for that?
Yeah, he should have like under wild shapes, like a bear form that will give him 10
there's-
hit points and
Yeah, and tick off one of the dots from your
Okay.
shapes.
Okay, wild shape. I have wild shape cave bear. Is that the right bear?
Yes.
Okay. So tick off one of my wild shapes. And I give myself 42 temp, right? I have two
Yep.
buttons. I have affect cave
Yep.
bear AC -2.
Yep. Click that. And yep. Good. Now you're a cave bear.
Excellent.
And now find your rage button.
And fuck. Rage. Is it rage totem spirit bear?
Yes.
You might have multiple rages.
I'm clicking that one.
That's
I hope that's the right one.
That is the right one.
That's only the psychic component of it, though. There should be another one, just rage.
no, that one's resist all psychic.
But it doesn't give him his advantage on strength.
Oh, okay.
It's a separate thing. So there's totem bear coding, and then there should just be rage coding.
Rage. I don't see regular rage under combat.
Unless I don't think he's out of rage. Is this just rage today?
Definitely not out of rages.
Very first ability under Barbarian's actions effects, right under spell slots.
Yeah, the one that says
Nope,
rage.
that's
The one that says rage dash totem spirit bear, right?
That's yeah. Did she not have that? That's gotta be. Is it not? Or does no? She wouldn't have it out of shaping.
You're not thinking of reckless attack, are you?
No.
Nope.
Rage.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna take it out of combat. I already got it. Let's see. Misty. These are all spell slots. Spells. Yeah, no, I only see. She's got the damage coded on there. I don't see the advantage for strength. Huh. I'll have to fix that. Just take off the 2. Okay. And I may need to just 2 damage off that one. Okay. Should be very angry now.
Oh, I'm the most angry now.
The happiest angry bear ever.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna give him a big old bear hug.
You definitely got the reach.
All right, let's see. I got a brown bear bite and a brown bear claw.
You're a cave bear.
Cave bear, right? Sorry, cave bear. Where's the cave bear attacks? Combat. What does it say? I don't have any attacks for a cave bear listed under my weapons.
It's like a button to the side of your wild shape. It should be like a
Oh.
dice thing.
Wild shape button to the side of wild shape.
Yeah, like where you put on your temp HP and stuff. Is there not something there?
No, I don't see anything there.
And if you scroll up, it's not in your actions. Like as a coded in weapon.
I have brown bear bite, brown bear claws, dire wolf bite, more bounder claws, staff of the mountain mystic, trident of the fish command.
Then it is the brown bear. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They might be the exact same.
Hey there, buddy. I just want to give you a big ol' hug.
And the best part, Misfit can talk in his animal forms because he has a necklace that lets him do it.
Double 14. Ooh, ouch.
Shouldn't that be an auto crit?
I think it was auto advantage. I don't think it was a crit.
For paralyze?
For a second.
Paralyze, it is an auto crit for attacks within 5 feet.
Oh,
He's at 10
because he's
feet up.
20 feet up. Okay, yeah.
He can hit. Hold on.
This is gonna need your DM rolling.
Like he's technically more, but the impact is happening at the distance of it.
It's one of those weird things. Like, for example, if someone's paralyzed and you're using like a 10-foot pole arm, technically you don't get the benefit. The idea being, with a closer range weapon, you can get right into the nooks and crannies and more easily hit vital spots.
You can rogue it up as a warrior.
basically. Or double rogue it up as a rogue.
I will allow it to be a critical, yes.
So roll 2 more dice.
Roll 2 more dice.
Just
2d6.
Just roll 2d6. Don't click an attack.
Hey,
Ooh.
Exact opposites almost of those.
that made
No,
a 2 and
like
1.
literally. Literally exact opposites.
Looking pretty rough.
You get
And
one more of those and a bite.
Get another
Is it
bear
automatic?
hug
Yeah, it's
in.
rolling with advantage. Just wanted to make sure.
Make sure to click your critical button this time.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know where that is, right?
Yes, that is
Modifiers.
There it is. Critical.
Yeah.
Critical.
This is where we need a rogue to be standing there too.
There is one.
And then I'm just gonna get a little nibble.
It doesn't taste very good, but it's very effective.
You don't taste very good. And I believe that is the end of my turn.
Yeah. It's interesting because it really won't impact him on that. Side. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swing at this thing.
are you using right hand or left hand? Did you put your cold damage on the other one?
That was a ranged attack, and you told me
that's
those
true.
don't work.
No, it's either melee attack or melee spell attack with the hand.
Melee spell attack with the hand, huh?
Yeah, so if you were doing like booming blade.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, sort of the question mark, because you haven't told me the real name of it yet, is a longsword, so I cannot finesse weapon it. So I won't get my sneak attack dice, but I'll get my cold damage dice.
Sure. As long as you swing with that hand and it is a melee attack, you get the extra damage.
Okay. I need to put this on. I need to put this on. I do not get my other one. Just in case, I'm gonna hit my critical button.
This is
Just-
going to hurt.
All right, how do you want to kill this thing?
It had 1 HP left.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. So as Misfit like kind of bites into it, rips something out, I'm just gonna follow through and just stab it through the neck with the sword. And then on top of that, I'm going to allow Misfit to use his reaction to make another melee attack if he wants, to finish it off truly.
Would Misfit do it though, considering Misfit probably thinks this is an animal? If it were like a merciful thing,
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. Is this a mercy killing?
Yeah. Then okay. Instead of that, I just like stab it through its neck, and its blood starts to just like freeze in its body as it like stiffens further and falls over.
well, it kind of gloops out too because it's a little bit acidic. It doesn't like spray on you guys; it just eats away at stuff.
Mhm.
As you stab this thing in the neck and it's getting ready to attack you before you stop it, you just watch as the eyes, instead of the glowing purple, they just fade to like this light purple, and kind of almost like a normal type creature look kind of just looks back at you, and then it just kind of goes limp from where you had it. It looks like you gave it some sort of peace. Like it almost was itself again for a moment.
In the worst way possible, it was almost itself again. And if we are out of combat for now, I want to run over and examine Bluebird's cage. I doubt I'll find anything because it seemed magic. And I
No,
don't
the
know if
cage just not magic at all.
no,
It's just
what happened
gotcha.
to Bluebird?
Yep.
Like, I'll make an Arcana check to see if I can figure out what spell was used, but I'm not hopeful.
Why don't you start with this? Why don't you start out with an investigation?
Okay.
We'll probably pause here not too long. The good spot, and then Kate can jump in on the next one.
Roll again.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Providing aid.
Oh, you're providing aid?
Yeah.
Will you allow this, Kalsto?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So a 13, Amelia, I'm using your bardic.
Oh,
20.
nice. That is like on the nose what you needed to hit. I was like, there's no way. And that second roll, I was like, oh. All right. So as you're walking around, you're not sure. Like you don't see anything. You do find something of immediate interest, though, and also of immediate concern, Vel. You find that rock that he was holding.
Right.
And you look at it. And it's marked with Vash's mark.
Okay, my first instinct after seeing that, after getting angry, is oh, this is such a bad idea. This is exactly what they want me to do. I'm just going to try to just reach out. I hate that I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna try to pull everything with that to me.
Because normally you focus on like a specific point and bring it to you. Like you work with things you're aware of.
Okay.
You can certainly try.
I mean, it's the immediate thought she would have. She would be impulsive enough to try.
Sure.
I would ruin my teleportation network at the
best
very
moment
minimum.
we could do this. Roll a D100 and let's see what happens.
I rolled a 92 last time, guys.
You got this. I believe in you.
You kind of go to try to pull, and you can kind of feel, you don't feel like locations, but you can kind of like almost feel these points just like interacting. You want to try again? You're not high enough to be bad, but you're also not anywhere near low enough to be good.
Yeah, I will try again, but I need to spice it up other than just do it again. I feel that's important. I kind of like had a general idea of where everybody was. I don't think it was good enough to feel something specifically in a direction I'm not familiar with. So I'm gonna my gut's telling me focus upward. So I guess that's more of what I'm going to try to do this time is I'm going to try to like just pick a direction and see if I feel anything new and weird. And it's like kind of up and like to the east, so like northeast-ish.
Sure. Go ahead and roll another one. So you kind of are trying to sit there and focusing on these different parts. And you could almost feel them like vibrations, like almost like little bells ringing off in the distance. And you can just like kind of almost hear one moving more erratically than the others.
I'm going to hear that erraticness, focus in on it, and say, and just like mentally in my mind go mine and like pull that and whatever it's attached to me. Don't tell me you rolled a 1.
I think it might be a 1 followed by 2 zeros.
Well, they're two different things.
Okay.
This is what I rolled.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
97 for those that can't see Discord.
Wait,
So you feel it kind of running in. You focus. You said you're bringing it to you.
yeah.
All right. So as you focus upward, kind of lock in, like you're almost getting a sense for like this, at least the location part of this. And as you focus in on this one that's moving around the most erratically, you kind of like get it, like it's almost like feeling like a tug on a fishing line, and then you pull it back.
Yep. Fly
And
fishing.
you just watch as it summons and it teleports on the top of the roof, and it remains there.
Like above the cave.
Yeah, so probably from your location, maybe like 20, 25 feet above you, there is a humanoid standing upside down. It is Vash. He just kind of looks down towards you, and that is where I'll pause and pick up next Tuesday.
Nice. Thank you for running, sir. Thank you to everyone. Go ahead.
It was an over-under, so because there's two erratically running around with the same symbols around on them. And one was Vash, and one was the other guy. But this may not be as bad as you think, because we'll get to that next week, though.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, at least I can finally. Everybody else, when I do that and I look up, it's like 3 seconds of silence, and I just go, "You all see that too, right?"
And thank you, everyone who hung out with us tonight. Very appreciated. If you'll hang on through the credits, I'll see if anybody's doing anything we can raid. And if you'd like to catch up on any of the replays or just throw us some likes, follows, shares, you can do so at YouTube, Rumble, all the other places. It's very appreciated. And we should be back tomorrow night with some Grimdark, hopefully, unless we have other people with plans that fall through. And if that does fall through, maybe I can get some extras and we'll try some Shadow Dark. If not, have a great rest of your weekend. Night, everybody.
I forgot to hit the button. Go, button, go. I don't want to watch ads next week. You're welcome. I still like that. Did you do that? That's the default, right? Of the new one?
Yes, I don't know why it changed.
I missed the little chaos, but I don't mind.
Yeah,
that
I've got to go through the thing and look. But let me find someone to rate. Night, y'all.
Night.